Let me welcome to the studio a chieftain of the APC from Edo Central. She is a frontline politician, businesswoman, public affairs analyst. I think very especially Deaconess Miriam Jibrin Obohale. Thank you for joining us on the program.
It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Also joining us on the show from New Jersey in the United States of America is a social commentator, a health practitioner, a businesswoman, philanthropist, public affairs analyst, Dr. Okoruwa Okoje, aka Dr. Ojugo. Thank you for joining us on the program this beautiful Monday morning. I don't know what time it is in the US now, but thank you for joining us, Dr. Ojugo.
It's about 2. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, let's get into the heart of our conversation. Yeah, the election is here. The women constitute a large chunk of voters in any election. What are those things that you think will influence their decision? And in terms of preference for candidates, what do you think will influence that decision making on the part of our women? Yes.
Thank you so much. This election that is coming up this weekend is an election that I can take from the scripture where Jesus said, the thief cometh but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. He said, I have come so that we will have life and have it in abundance. Before now, the present government, what is on ground. I don't need to tell you much about it. You are in the media space. What has happened for the past 8 years is the factors that they're going to look out for to take their decision, to make their decision, and to give their vote to their preferred candidates. The one I represent, which is the APC Distinguished Senator Monday Okpebolo, is the one that Jesus said, I have come so that you have life and have it in abundance. And I believe so strongly when you compare the 3 major political parties, you will know that Senator Monday Okpebolo is a man that is in the wave of the moment at this present time. The factors are this. What have you done? I have seen a lot of people, we go do one. What are you going to do? You have been in the system for the past 16 years. There is nothing to show that, to say that you deserve what you are looking for. Yes, the 2 of them are from Esan land. Let's take Esan land as an example for factors to look out for. The place where the 2 of them came from, one is known, one is not known. I'm sorry to say, the Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them. Senator Monday Okpebolo has been a man that has been on ground since his birth. Senator Monday Okpebolo has been a man that has been a helper to Esan land. Senator Monday Okpebolo has beat a record that in Edo Central Senatorial District, APC have never gotten anything slot in the National Assembly. He got the senatorial seats, free course unhindered. He got it. Why did he get it? He got it because these are some of the factors that the people looked into to give him their votes. Because he's there. In terms of need, he's there. When there are challenges in Esan land, he's there. He has given them what people think is common is not common. When you are looking for water to drink, it's not common. When you are looking for security for the people, it's not common. If you are looking for infrastructural development, it's not common. This man has done this before he came on board as a senator.
Okay. All right. Let me pause you there. I'll come back to you in a moment. Let's speak to Dr. Ojugo. You are a diaspora, you are an Edo person, an Esan person in diaspora. Why this interest? What is it about the strong interest in this election?
Thank you so much. So glad to be here today. My names are Dr. Elizabeth Okorowa Oje, aka Dr. Ojugo. As per this election going on now, I see no reason why people just wasting their time regarding who to be the governor of Edo State, because the governor of Edo State, it has already fetched himself out by way of performance. So now, how do you expect we in the diaspora to vote for a man that have no manifesto, that have no plans? Like the guy that came before said that he read his whole plan to his people. He talked to the people. He said it. He verbalized it to the people without no written document. Dr. Aswai Godalo and Barrister Oge are the right men for this job. Dr. Aswai Godalo, he might not be, must not grow up in Esan land. This man is a true representative of the Esan spirit. You can see his energy. You can see that when he talk with passion. He talk with a lot of knowledge. He's able to answer every question that every point that he made on his manifesto without looking at it. So where I grew up from, which is America, I've been in America for almost 39 years. In this country, we value documentation. Documentation is a very important, is an important aspect of why I decide to come out to talk about the Dr. Hassan Wodani. Because when he first came to my desk, I reviewed him, I looked at the whole situation, I read about him, and I watched him, and I said, no, he has to be this man. Not only that, this man took his so valuable time that he could have used to deal with certain things in Nigeria. He came all around the world, we in the diaspora, knowing that we in the diaspora, we matters. And we surely matter when it comes to this Edo governorship election. Because if we in the diaspora have no security to come home, we are not coming home. A lot of us are getting old. Why are we going to be remaining in our own land that does not belong to us when we can come to our land and develop our land? Let me tell you something, okay? People, we are those in the diaspora. We are the most prosperous people in the diaspora. I, for one, I have a business that only the men, the Jewish men, can venture that such a business. That I've had it now for 8.5 years. Series of businesses. Bulldozing. We the people in diaspora from Edo, we are there. Bulldozing the land that does not belong to us. We are bulldozing. We are stuck in Lagos. We are stuck in Abuja. Can we come to our land? Are you expecting us to come to Edo State to meet a governor that said he will give us this security? Come on, my friend. The question I have for this system: you live in Nigeria, right? I live in America for almost 39 years. I have children. I have children that want to go home, that want to know what their roots is all about. Now, are you telling me when we come, because Monday has been around the Esa land, Monday is the one that can really receive us? We don't know the power of the people in diaspora. We in the diaspora, it became a challenge for me because I'm not coming here as a politician. I'm not a politician. I don't want to speak the language politicians they always speak. Let me tell you something, okay? Everybody keeps saying that Governor Obaseki didn't do nothing. Governor Obaseki didn't do nothing. What are you talking about? Haven't you seen how he has reformed everything in Nigeria? Do you expect him to do everything in Edo State within 8 years? The hell no. He has started. He has started he completed some projects. There are some projects that are still coming. There are projects that are for future. Now, who do you expect to come out and be the person to project? Is it somebody that cannot even read and write? Is it somebody that have not been able to come out to talk to people? Is it somebody that is under the umbrella of Baba Oshomole? Or is it somebody that anytime he want to speak, he will ever talk about this, he will give you insecurity? Do you know what that means? I'm here on behalf of the people in the diaspora and on behalf of the Western land because we have a voice. The people in the diaspora have a voice in Western land. We decided that Aswai Godalo is the man, is the excellent man that we're going to present as the governor, the next governor of Edo State.
Okay.
Because
All right, Dr. Jugo, Dr. Jugo, I'll pause you there for a moment. We'll come back to you in a short while. So let's come back to the studio. If you just join us, it's still Edo Decides. And of course, this is quite interesting with these perspectives that are coming forth from Dr. Ojugo, who is joining us from New Jersey, United States. And of course, Deaconess Miriam Jibrin Obohale, who is here with us in the studio. Now, there's something quite interesting that is always part of this conversation, okay, which has to do with that in this election, the current challenges in the country with what is happening at the federal level will be a major factor. Do you subscribe to this in this deciding voters' choices?
The answer is capital no. But before I go to that your question, I want to ask her a question. This woman that is in US, for the past 16 years, 8 years of Oshomole, 8 years of Obaseki, this Aswen and Esaman has been in the system. Economic advisor, you know that without security, the economy will not grow. What advice has he preferred for the insecurity that has been in the state, in their own governments, that they were not able to do in these 8 years, that made you to stay in US for the past 39 years? When I don't stay in US, I go to US, I visit, I come back home. I am telling you that there are factors that people are going to decide. You will really sit down and wonder that you know that Edo, they are enlightened. Nobody can brainwash any Edo, man or woman in this present Edo state. Now to the question that you asked me, the federal government. In Edo, there was a song Idahosa sang years ago. He said, Aimio Wanigoye. That means that there is no house, that there is no money. I say that to say that in Benin, Edo State, hardly before you find a family that there is no one in outside the country. This present situation we find in Nigeria, it is a global thing, a global crisis. And I want to tell you the truth. We don't have to play politics with everything. We do not have to play it because we remain here no matter how. This global crisis that she knows very well in US, that is a global crisis, she wants to bring it down to Edo or Nigeria. I want to tell you that the president is managing this crisis very well. Very well. I have people in abroad, in diaspora, they tell me what they are facing. Even in UK, they have challenges with employment, they have challenges with a lot of things. And to the one she said that they cannot talk to somebody, a governor that does not know how to read and write. I have seen a lot of global outing where presidents will come with an interpreter. They develop their country, they give the best to their country. Senator Monday Okpebholo is not an illiterate. It's not about the talking type. He's the doing type. That is the difference between Senator Monday Okpebholo and Aswen Ighodalo. Aswen is the talking type, but Senator Monday Okpebholo is the doing type. And I want to tell you that this crisis in Nigeria is not peculiar to Nigeria, and it will not be a deciding factor. It will not. Even the three candidates are on board right now. Let me be neutral. If they come to anyone that comes in, will they change the fuel increment? The answer is no. So many things that be put in place, even the president is not in control of it because it's the regulation. That you and I know that they have given them the power to buy and to sell. So we don't need to come here because we want votes. We begin to confuse a lot of people. That economy is being managed very well. Do you know why those suffer most? The billions that comes in before the fuel subsidy removal, we know how much was coming to Edo. But right now, all the things that has come as a result of fuel subsidy removal to 16 billion. If this woman is saying that the governor have done much, Does she know what comes into this state in a month? Has the work justified the amount of money that comes to the states? If I give you 1 billion naira to do something for me, I should be able to meet the work that you have done is up to that money. Okay. So please, I don't want you to believe that this crisis that is global will be a deciding factor in this coming election. Right. Senator Monday Okpebolo is a man of the people. What he has done in Edo Central is going to replicate it in Edo South, in Edo North, and a new Edo is rising, where everything the federal government brings from the top that is being hijacked by the PDP and their cohorts, the co-travelers from Lagos, has been siphoning out of. Do you know the contract that is done in Edo? No Edo man is involved. Everything that is being done in Edo, no Edo man, because when the contractor gets a job, he will take an artisan from here. He will take the engineers from here. And when they are paid, the money goes down to the market. The market woman will feel it. The trader will feel it. The bus driver will feel it. No. But here, this government, they bring people, they import people to come and do. When you credit them, the money goes to their state.
Okay, let me pause you there, Jibrin. I'll come back to you in a moment. Let's come to Dr. Ojugo. Have you had the opportunity to interface with all of these candidates, even while you are in the US? What's your assessment of them? And I'd like you to also respond to how do you think the state of affairs in the country with the state of the economy will affect this election?
Well, thank you so much. Before that, let me ask this my sister that think that now I'll make her ask a question. Okay? My sister, you be in Nigeria. We might be the same age, or maybe you're older than me, I don't know. Can you imagine being in a foreign land for 39, almost 39 years? Now we are getting old. It's time for us to come back home. And somebody is telling us the people that want to be our governor, contested to be a governor, have no manifesto, have no footprint, nothing at all. The Viber. Anything Viber is zero in where I came from.
Okay, let me, Dr. Ojugo, just hold on a second. Just hold on. We just fact-checked what she said, that Edo State federal allocation is, all the allocation put together is 16 billion naira. Fact checkers are telling us that it's actually 11 billion naira. We need to put that fact out there from fact checkers. Okay, let's continue with you, Dr. Ojugo. Sorry for that interruption. Go ahead.
All they do is lie and share money. Now, why do people hate Obaseki? People hate Obaseki because Obaseki refused to bring the money to share. All Obaseki has been doing is development. Development. Look at the improvement he has created in our land. And more yet to come. So you tell me now, is it easier for somebody that has been there, know what is going on? If your father got 2 children, one of them is always going to the farm. He knows where Papa plant yam, where Papa plant plantain, you know where Papa plant cassava. Then the other one is always sleeping. He does not go to the farm. Then now Papa is about to go. At the end of the day, who will the people ask to go show them what the farm is? Or who will farm that business well? Is it not somebody that will be going to the business with Papa? That's the person that will farm it well. I might not have been in Nigeria. When I told you I've been in America for 39 years, my sister, that doesn't mean I don't come to Nigeria. I was just in Nigeria. I came back a month ago. I was there for freaking 3 months. I never went to my land because no security to go to Eastern land, to go to Edo State. We are investing in everywhere else. But the people did not look at us as people that matters. We the people in the diaspora. But Dr. Aswe Godalo looked at us as people that matters by coming around a lot of us, one-on-one encounter with every one of us, and gave us his manifesto. We read through the manifesto as he was talking. He did not miss words. It's not talk, a man that loves to talk. Let me tell you, madam, I'm not going to be here to fight politics with you because I'm not a politician, but I'm looking at the facts. The fact remains that Modi Okpebo has no manifesto. He has nothing written down. All he does is talk to people through Osomole. And anytime he will come out, he will make one mistake or the other. So we cannot afford to have such a man as the governor of Edo State. Both of them are my brothers. The reason I'm so interested in this, because people are like, what is Dr. O? Dr. O, are you serious politics? No, I'm not a politician. But I felt I'm very entitled to come out and speak on this matter, because I'm not only just I'm an Edo woman, I'm an Esan woman, because the spirit of my land will not forgive me if I don't come out and speak the truth. I'm here to call a spade a spade. I'm not here to debate on political or anything. I look at both of my brothers. The one I know that can be the governor of Edo State, that can handle Edo State well, that can remove poverty and create an avenue for every Edo man, every Edo woman, youth, market women, the widows, to put money in their pockets. My goal is to create a good quality of life for my family, for my people in Edo, in Esan. It's not just to come, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. What are we going to do? Like Dr. Aswen, he has a manifesto, he has everything down. What we value in America is show me the document. And we saw the document signed by him. Not just only that, he's compassionate. He's a professional. He's an attorney. So he knows that if we go against his manifesto, he doesn't do this, that we in the diaspora go. But when I will be on this show, where is this that you say you will do? That's a document that he signed. That is true. That's enough. Let me burst the bubbles, mama. Everybody thinks that, okay, Modi Okpebo grew up with the people, he has been in the village, he grew up in that lifestyle. And Dr. did not grow up in the village, he was, just coming in. Let me tell you, when you really look at two of them, if you look at two children or two men, you take care of the people, that have that for the people. He will be that one that never grew up at home, because these were the things that he is. He's suffering in this land. Come on now. You know, be tough tomorrow. Every one of you have shared money. I didn't expect it to. Yes, my is not fit to be the governor.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not fit to be the governor, because all of you have shared money. Everything about you all is sharing money, sharing money. Let me tell you something. You all don't know what Edo land represents. Edo land is very, very, very spiritual land. So everyone has to tread very carefully.
Let me pause you there, Dr. Ojukwu. I'll come back to you. We are pressed for time. Before we conclude this conversation, let's get your final thoughts. What's your message to Edo people on this election? What's your message?
Well, before my message comes in, I want to talk to my sister over there. Why has Aswen waited this long to bring out the manifesto? As an advisor, he is supposed to advise the government as an advisor. Then as an Esan man, and the man that is in power or in governance, he is supposed to attract some development to the place of his birth. Those things are not there. And I want to tell you that distinguished Senator Monday Okpebolo have manifesto. I want you to Google it and you will find it. He talked about insecurity, he talked about education, he talked about infrastructural development, he talked about youth empowerment, he talked about women empowerment, he talked about attracting foreign investors into this country, into these states. And if you care to know, you will find it. Google it and you will find it. And you talk about inability to speak. Senator Adams is always speaking for him. This APC is a party that is very well formed. Mode Okpebo can speak for himself, and you are not the one speaking for him in Edo Central. Now, the 16 years of Asweni Godalo that you are complaining of not coming home, to come home, please, I want you to know that Monday Okpebolo is not the chief security officer of this state. The chief security officer is Governor Obaseki. His advisor, economic advisor that goes with security is Aswen. He has been in government and in governance. When is he now that he wants to do what he was not able to do in the time of Oshomole, in the time of Obaseki? Now he wants to start his own. It means he's selfish. He's selfish. And a selfish man cannot rule the states. I want to tell you that. A selfish man cannot rule our state. We are looking for a man with empathy for the people, a man that has the people at heart, a man that feels the pains of people, a man that knows what is going on, a man that does not need somebody to direct him to his village, a man who can drive anywhere in Edo State without being led, without being directed, a man that will speak my language, or Fure, is the man that we are looking for. We are not looking for a man that will come in the Osadebe Avenue. When you tell him do Eje, he will tell you, I don't understand what you're saying. But I'm telling you, it is this time of Esa. We are looking for an Esa man to stand for us in Osadebe Avenue. Now to the masses, to the voters, I want to employ you. I want to tell you that it is not the sweet talk. The taste of the pudding is in the eating. You can find out what Senator Monday Okpebo has done for his people. Government is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And that's what Senator Monday Okpebo represents. When you give him your votes, you will not regret giving him your vote. All this talking that I have been talking for 8 years inside Osadebe Avenue, that did not attract one thing to his community. Abba, you believe that that man will remember you when you give him your vote? Please don't waste your vote. Let your vote count. Give it to distinguished Senator Monday Okpebo, the man of the people, the homeboy for the people and by the people, and he will bring development to every nook and cranny of Edo State. And after 4 years, you will judge for yourself that truly distinguished Senator Monday Okpebolo is a man that stands with his words, a man that the word is his bound. I beg, please, vote in Senator Monday Okpebo. And the party is APC.
All right, thank you.
And the logo is broom.
Thank you very much. Let's not turn this to a campaign podium, as it were. But let's get back to Dr. Ojugo. Let's get your final words on this conversation. What's your message to Edo people based on your assessment of the issues driving this election? What's your message?
Before I address the people, let me answer this, madam. Even the way this madam is turning around, you can see that my sister don't chop money. My sister don't chop money. And this is the problem that. And this is why Obaseki is not mentioned to this people, not mentioned by these people at all. Because how can you say Dr. Aswen Godalo did not do anything back home? He did not do this back home. When you have heard how Governor Obaseki went to approach Aswen to please come and be the governor of Edo State. Governor Obaseki did everything possible within that 8 years. There's no way he would have finished everything for 8 years. The things that matters at that time, which was a messy situation, he took care of it. These are our two Esan men. He said it's Esan Tom. Okay, if you are a mother to these two men, is it brother Modi Okpebo you will bring out? Modi Okpebo is more related to me than Dr. Aswen. Like me, I'm not putting sentiment to it. I'm calling a spade a spade. This is where the diaspora will come in. If the diaspora come to this land, Okay, my sister, listen. If we're able to come home without being scared of this security or candidate want to give us insecurity, we come home, we will be able to do a lot. We'll be able to invest. We have a lot of entrepreneurs like myself. With any business you go to in America, in everywhere, in overseas, when you ask that is ask who the owner is, you have to go to the basement. You will find an Edo man or Edo woman. I for one. So let me. That's what matters. Now, 2 Saturdays ago, we invited Dr. Okpebo, Brother Okpebo. We invited Dr. Aswan. We asked them to come and talk to us via some voice. Okpebo did not show up with nothing. And then Dr. Aswan showed up. So we decided to give Okpebo another chance because we believe in the second chance. So we spoke to him. Brother, when can you meet with us? He gave us on Saturday, 8 p.m. We all entered the Zoom. The time that would have used to be at work or so anywhere, we entered the Zoom to make sure that we talk to him. But he did not show up with no response, no nothing. Is that the kind of man that you want to make that to be make it come be on a government? Tell me, that man, he will not show up anywhere. He will not be the one writing. He will not be the one making decisions. People are going to be making decisions for him. Is that our Edo land is not for sale? Our Edo land should be decided on the governorship. Should be the one deciding on the governorship of Edo land. You see, the way they want to hijack our vote now, it's all in the air. You can see what is happening. Is that what you want? My message to my people: make una no fear, make una no worry, make una no dey threatened, make una come that day massively, make una come vote. When una read here, una go see the boss where they put PDP and umbrella, and then una go put them. For those of una wey don already chop money from APC, una see they carry APC. When it's okay, if you need the money, go ahead. But on that day, make sure you go and put your vote on the PDP and umbrella. Let me tell you something.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Ojukwu. That's the much time we permit us. I hope we can have the opportunity to talk with you again, to have you on this platform. But I can tell you for sure, I enjoyed myself totally having Dr. Ojukwu joining us from US and Deaconess Mira Jibrin Obohare with me in the studio. Thank you so much for coming on the program.